it's Paige. I'm back. And so today, you're probably wondering, where have you been, girl? You've been not here for a month or so. Well, I know this isn't an excuse, but I'll be making a video if you guys want to hear. But basically, the rundown is I'm on dance team, as some of you guys know. And so I've been doing that, and I've been trying to focus on that because it's something that I'm really passionate about. Also, I got one of the lead parts in my school play, so I've been going to play practice and doing all the fun things like that. YouTube has been on the back burner for a little while, but don't worry, you guys. I have so many cool ideas. And my dad, I love him to death because he has been helping me with some of these ideas, and so yeah, thanks, Dad. If you're watching this, you're the real MVP. I don't know if he was gonna watch this, but you know, we'll see. So today's video is going to be a story time, and this story time is going to be something that's happened a few months back, but I don't know. Let me just put this out here now. If you don't believe in ghosts or anything like that, just know that that's okay. You don't have to believe in that. Like, that's not something that I'm forcing you to believe in, but it's something that I personally believe in. I believe that sometimes spirits haunt people or places or things afterwards. And I'm not saying that that's what happened in the story I'm about to tell, but I just wanted to say that I do believe in that, and if you don't, that's okay. I'm not telling you that you have to believe that or whatever. I honestly don't know what happened in this story, but I'm leaving that up to you guys to decide, but I just wanted to share my experience because I have plenty. Let me tell you, so many weird things have happened to me, so if you guys like this story time and you want to make this a regular occurrence about either Lifetime things or other like spooky stories, just let me know and we will do that. So, let's set the scene here because I am a theater girl. I live with my mom and my stepdad and my sister, my younger sister, Sydney. She's been in a video before. She's all over my Twitter, like, yeah. Anyway, my parents are divorced, so I was with my mom, and my dad and my stepmom live a little bit away from me, but I was with my mom and my stepdad and my little sister, Sydney, and my mom and my stepdad, they had gone away on a vacation with some of their friends that they had met, and I was stuck at home, which, I mean, I don't really complain because I'm kind of a homebody, so it was kind of cool because I was just going to get to hang at home, watch Netflix, eat pizza, be by myself because Sydney was actually going to be at a friend's house this weekend, so I felt like I had the house all to myself. I was super excited, and of course I had to take care of my dogs and my cats, but like that wasn't a big deal to me because I like to be around people, but I also like my alone time. So this was kind of like a weekend getaway for me too. And so I was super excited, like I said before. So it comes and I'm sitting in my bathroom. I had just taken a bath. I did like a full-on like face scrub, and I did like a mask and everything, and I was like painting my nails. I was having like a spa night for me, and I had Netflix playing on in the background. Well, then something happened. So like I go and I turn off Netflix because I was tired of listening to it and I was like not really paying attention. So I was just like gonna go read a book, drink some tea, all this kind of stuff. And I'm about to leave my like I went and turned off my TV that's in my living room, and I walked back around this half wall we have. It's like I'm sitting next to it right now, but there's like a wall right here. I'm sitting in my dining room, and it's like an accent table when you first walk in. And then over to this side, there's like my TV, like my living room. And then clear in the back is my bathroom next to my bedroom, and Sydney's bedroom is across the hall. So I'm in the bathroom, and I was like I think I was taking off my face mask, and I had just gotten it turned off, taken off whenever it was out of the corner of my eye. So like the mirror is facing against the wall, and like out of the right corner of my eye over here, the lights like go off, but like I had the door where it was just cracked like this, and I was kind of like, oh, the power just went out. But it wasn't storming or anything like that, so I was like, this is weird. So I like open the door a little bit, and I like peek out, and like literally the entire house lights were off, but the bathroom was on. But my lights and my bedroom were turned off. Sydney's lights in her bedroom were turned off, which I think they were turned off before. But I know I left the living room open on, and I know I left the dining room on because I am a huge scaredy cat. Like, I literally can't watch horror movies because I like get so like scared and worked up. So this could be like my mind like overthinking things, but I was freaking so scared. I was like, I am a teen girl, all alone in the house. My parents are hours away. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm like, oh my God. So I like open the door a little bit and I'm like creeping around. Like I come out of the bathroom and I'm like looking over there, but sorry. Anyway, so I like come out of the bathroom a little bit and I'm like creeping out. And I'm like, okay, I need to get these lights on. I need to see if they're on because if the power's out, I'm in trouble. Like, I'm really scared because, like, at that point, I wasn't really thinking, like, ghosts. I was thinking that there was, like, an actual person in my house, which I really don't know if there was or not, but we'll get to that later on. So, I come out of the bathroom and I'm, like, bracing myself. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do a mad dash, and I would run across, like, if I run straight from the bathroom, I would come right here because there's like a hallway, but as you're running, on your right or on your left would be the kitchen, and then on your right would be the living room. So I was like, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna hit the light switch that's right here on my wall, and I can flip both of them on and see if that would do it. So I'm like bracing myself, and I take off, I turn on the lights, and then I loop around this wall that's like right here, and I go back around and I run to the bathroom. And so all the lights were back on, and it was okay. So I felt a little bit safer. So I shut the door, and I should not have went and turned on all the lights because if there was an actual person in my house, that could have been very, very bad. But I wasn't thinking. I was like really scared. So I run back in the bathroom and I lock the door, and I'm sitting in there and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do because if there was a person in my house, there's literally no one around that could come and get me. And it was like super late at night. It was like 11:30 or 12 a.m. in the morning, and like at night, and then turning into the next day. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just sitting in my bathroom, and I get in my tub because there's like a wall that separates it. So I'm like, if I get in the bathtub and there is someone in the house, at least I can like be in the bathtub and like be a little bit safer. And I was trying to think of a way because I have a window in my bathroom. So I'm like, the bathroom is safe because I locked the door. I could get in the bathtub, and if someone's trying to get in that door, there's another exit that I could get out if I had to. And like, I started hearing my dogs start to get worked up. And I will say my dogs bark a lot, but it wasn't like barking. It was like whining. It was like that. And so I like get out of the bathtub and I like open the door, and two of my dogs come in. My other dog's locked up in his crate in the living room, and I'm like, sorry, bud, I can't save you. Like, I can't. So I let those two in, and they're sitting in the bathroom with me, and that made me feel a little better because my dogs were there. But I'm like, okay, what do I do? So I'm sitting in the bathtub, and all of a sudden, it sounded like someone, like a man, said, Paige, and like yelled it. And I totally, at that point, I was like, oh, it is totally a prank. Someone is like from my school, or like my stepdad, or someone is here and they're pranking me. But then like the more I thought about it, I'm like, for one, it is so late, and I felt like they wouldn't have let it go on that long. Like, cause I waited, and I was like starting to really panic, and I was like, whoever this was, like, I don't think it was someone playing a prank on me. I mean, it could have been, but I really don't think that someone would have. And so at that point, I was like so scared. I called my dad because my mom, my stepdad were gone, but my dad only lives like 20 minutes away. And I'm like sobbing on the phone. I'm like, Dad, I think there's someone in the house and I don't know what to do. And I'm like so scared. And so my dad's like, all right, well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And I like told him what happened. And he believes in that kind of stuff too. So he's like, okay, well, I'm going to come down and I'm going to see, like, I'll come down and make sure you're okay. And so, granted, this is not his house. This is my mom's house. Like, they're divorced, so it was kind of weird. But, like, so he drives down here in the middle of the night. And I'm sitting, and he's like, stay on the phone with me. Stay on the phone with me. So I'm, like, starting to calm down. But then, I'm not freaking joking you, it sounded like someone was walking outside my door. And I don't know if it was at that point that my mind was starting to imagine things, or if there was, like, something or someone in my house. But I know I heard footsteps. Now, whether that was my mind playing tricks on me, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm on the phone with my dad, and I'm like, Dad, please hurry. I think I'm gonna die. And he was trying to calm me down on the phone because I was kind of hysterical and I was like super scared. My dad gets here and he's like, okay, so I have like a garage door code, and he's like, well, what's the code to get in the garage? And I was like, it's da 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 da. And so he opens the garage door and I hear him come in. He's like, all right, I'm coming into the house. And I was like, Dad, be careful, because I was like, I didn't, if someone was in the house and they were like by the bathroom, they would see him walk in, and I like didn't want my dad to get hurt trying to come and save me. So I'm like, Dad, be careful, because, and he's like on the phone with me the whole time. And like, he was like trying to calm me down. And at the time he thought there was someone in the house too, but he didn't want to tell me, but I was thinking the same thing. I was also thinking ghost. I was like, there's either someone in my house or it's a freaking ghost. And so my dad comes into the house and he like knocks on the bathroom door, and at that point I just barrel into his arms. I'm like, Dad, I'm so scared. I'm sobbing, and I'm like, Dad, I don't know what to do. There's someone in my house. So I'm like holding my dad's hand. I was 16. I'm 17 now because I had my birthday, but I was 16 at the time. It was a few months ago. And I'm like 16-year-old, and I'm like, Dad, come with me. And I'm like holding his hand, and I'm like walking him through the house, and he like checked all the doors and stuff. And the doors were locked. There was no one in there. Like, there was no one under the bed. And, like, it was the weirdest thing, like, that I had ever experienced. Well, one of the weirdest. I've had other weird things. But, like, this was, like, this point in my life was the scariest thing that had ever happened to me. And I'm not even joking you. Like, I felt like I was going to die. And, like, I thought I was going to, like, my mom and dad were going to come home, and I was just going to be dead. And I was like so scared, and I didn't know what to do. And yeah, I made mistakes, and yeah, it was a little bit, maybe a little extra, but I don't know. So my dad gets there, he couldn't find anything, but then like whenever he got there, and now this could be too that like whenever you tell someone something, they start to like see and hear things. But he got a little creeped out too. He's like, when I walked in the hair, and he didn't tell me this then because he was trying to like stay calm for me. But like later on when we were talking about it, like a day later, he was telling me, he's like, yeah, when I walked in, it was like super creepy. He's like, the hair on the back of my neck stood up. He's like, it was an uneasy feeling. But here's the thing. So my dad was like, well, you can't really come over because like I was supposed to take care of the animals at my mom's house, so I couldn't leave. I had to stay there in that house. So I'm like, I'm laying in this bed and I have the dogs around me, but I'm like so scared, and I like didn't sleep at all, and I wake up in the morning and my dad came and picked me up. After I took care of the animals, he came, he picked me up, and then like I stayed at his house. Like I just couldn't do it. I was so scared. But yeah, that is my little scary story time. If you guys want another scary story time, or just another story time in general about like me being an awkward goof, me messing up. I have a lot of school incidents that have happened that I've been literally so embarrassed. Or I could tell like some more of the paranormal, we don't know. Like, none of this is confirmed, guys. I just wanted to get this video out there to tell you guys that yes, I'm still doing YouTube videos, and yes, I still want you all to join the Page Nation because it's the best nation. Oh goodness, I need help. Also, don't forget to send in your name and where you live, and I will add you to a world map that I have, and I will put a little pin in. If you want to follow my links, I have my Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter all down below. And if you guys would like to request a video, please do, because I'm always open to suggestions. And with that said, I love you all so much. Have an amazing and wonderful day. Peace.